Hi and welcome to Flipflops'n'Notebooks book reviews. I am Elliot and I hope everyone who celebrates Christmas in any shape, form or way had a safe and relaxing Christmas. I know I'm still in a little bit of a holiday fog from all the rich heavy foods, but the Christmas tree is still up, so let's give it a couple more days of appreciation, I should say. But yeah, so this is my first video in almost 3 weeks actually, and today I'm going to talk to you about The Poison Season by Mara Rutherford. So there's a funny story behind all of that. So I actually got rejected by NetGalley or through NetGalley when I requested this book many months ago. Honestly, it must have been at least almost a year ago that I requested this book on NetGalley, and it took them a while to get back to me, and all of a sudden it was just rejected saying, sorry, you can't have it. So I'm like, oh, that's too bad, because I really liked Rutherford's duology Crown of Coral and Pearl, and I've already reviewed them on NetGalley thinking that my history with that would help out, but it didn't. So I was like, whatever, I'll just read it whenever it comes out, get it from the library, no big deal. But then I got an email from the publisher suggesting I should give The Poison Season a try. I was like, alright, now we're talking, absolutely. So that was also a couple months ago. I didn't have a chance to read it until this Christmas season, but here we are. I was very happy. I'm like, excellent. One of those, cheeky smiles on my face while I'll download the ARC. So let's just quickly go over the facts. The publisher is Inkyard Press and NetGalley, so thank you to both of you for finally giving me a copy of this story. It was published on December 6th, 2022. So yeah, 3 weeks ago. The details about this come with a very heavy heart because as I said, I loved the Crown of Coral and Pearl duology of Rutherford's. That was my type of young adult fantasy romance story. Totally up my alley, totally my jam, whatever, which way you want to say it. But I noticed that recently I've been having trouble enjoying the author's books. At first it was with Luminaries, and now with The Poison Season. And I'm starting to see like a bit of a trend of why I'm having a bit of trouble with the books. So in this one, there are just so many characters introduced per chapter at the beginning of the book that I had great trouble keeping it all in order. Like, I felt like I should have had like a little cheat sheet ready so I could, keep everything ready and organized in my head, because I was just like, oh my god, this is a new name. What does this person do? It was really overwhelming. And it, of course, kept me from connecting with the story. Unfortunately, because as I said, I loved her stuff in the past. The writing, generally speaking, was good. Rutherford knows how to write, and that's what is making this so difficult for me to say, because it's good quality writing, but it's lacking substance and explanation in the story itself, which is super frustrating because you can see the potential. It's there. It's almost between the lines, but it's not quite there, because then she creates this whole world, but she's not very clear with the little details, which really nag at me and keep me from actually investing in the story, connecting in the story, and even remembering the story sometimes. So, and that brings me to my next point, the plot. I don't even remember it anymore. Yeah. I had a hard time, as I said, committing to this story, and once I was done, I just sort of forgot about it. Yeah, that's not good. That's really not good. And it's the same thing that happened with my experience of Luminaries as it is with this one. And I'm sad to say that, what's it saying, that once it is a coincidence, two is something, and then like everything else is like a trend. So this is like one more away from being a trend in her writing, which would break my heart. Anyways, so overall, yes, I kind of also dropped the ball on this one. Maybe I should have paid more attention to the story, should have put more time aside to read it. But if I have to force myself to read a book and to enjoy it, then something is missing, right? That's what I'm thinking. So, The Poison Season wasn't really the book to help me get through this Christmas season, elbow deep in young adult fantasy, which I love to do. I love to read and I love to watch fantasy during the Christmas season. And this just has to be a pass for me, unfortunately. Yeah, so that's enough for me for today. That's it for book reviews in 2022. This is my last one. I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody who has been supportive throughout the last, I think, 8 months of me yapping about books and giving my 2 cents worth about their worthiness, which is a terrible way to put it, but just to do book reviews. I have enjoyed myself very much. It's been of a rocky year in general, so I think I'm speaking for a lot of people when I say that I'm not sad to see 2022 go, but I'm also hopeful for better things in 2023. So thank you so much for watching, for your comments, for your likes, for your overall moral support in this. And yeah, so like the video, subscribe to my channel. I will see you next year. Have an awesome, happy new year.